So are you ready to watch one of the videos of the 10 most asked questions about NPS? We're going to dive right in. My name is Nienke Bloem. I'm a customer experience expert and I'm here today to help you grow your understanding of the Net Promoter Score and one of the most asked questions. Here we go. So question number 5. How often should we measure NPS and where should we measure NPS? It's really a great question. It's not just how often, but it's where should we measure NPS? And yes, you're going to get some really great golden nuggets here. Measuring too often, you get survey fatigue. Measuring not too often, you just get snapshots. The trick, what I really want to suggest is that you have like a measurement framework where you have a system, your architecture of listening, where you really get into those moments that matter and you get the right information to improve and to report and to see where you're going. So let's start. There's actually 3 moments to measure. First of all, it's the relation. This is funny, huh? Yeah, I'm taping this video and I'm human. So relational NPS. It's also often called brand NPS. It's often measured once a month, a quarter, or a year, where you ask those customers that are a customer of yours, would you recommend us, for example, KPN, to a friend or a colleague? It measures your brand perception and your brand loyalty. At KPN, we measure this monthly, so we could really look back. I also know B2B companies that measure it once a year. This is not just only the customers that had contact with you, but the broader range. Then the second NPS that's often measured, I call this journey NPS. Journey NPS are live events or maybe a service part of your journey, or when you're moving, or in IT, in the B2B, you have customer success or becoming a customer or onboarding. It's those more longer elements in the journey. What we see is often that this is measured on the moments that matter, when you are in road service, for example, when people had a breakdown of their car and it got changed. How did this moment and how did we solve this? Those are journeys that we can really measure. At KPN, we were doing this every week. When we started, it was just on the becoming a customer and having more service. Those were the 2. And later we also had movement. We had passing, when people passed away. How did we handle that? We also have complaints. Those were more like phases in the journey. We measured that once every week. And then it's the transactional NPS. This is much more transaction-based, which is often measured from the department side. So you have your contact NPS, your website NPS, your retail outlet NPS, your technician NPS. And you have that every day, but also this is where you really measure if the transaction was handled in a good way. This is often sent out right after the transaction, within 24 hours. The journey is often, by the way, sent out I think 2 or 3 days, so people had a moment to process. So this is a whole framework of NPSs where you have your measurement frameworks. Just what's really important when people share within your organization, our NPS is, for example, 45, is that you know which NPS is it. Is it a relational NPS, a brand NPS, is it a journey NPS, or a transactional NPS of your contact center? Really important to know. Also, when you look at it, look at those critical moments. Are you measuring the ones that are most important? So, and then the 4th one that we often see is employee NPS. It's not always measured by the CX team, but let's mention it here to be complete. This is where would you as an employee recommend this organization to work here to a friend or a colleague. It could complement it, it could make it complete. And these are the NPSs when they're measured and how often. So I hope this was valuable and insightful for you. If it was, like the video, of course, always good for my views. And it's nice to get a little bit of love from you. It's like getting a measurement, an NPS. No, and of course, if you want to know more about me as your global speaker, your educator, reach out. My contact information is in the show notes. And of course, share this video with a colleague that should learn a little bit more or be inspired on NPS. Have a great day.